You must have confidence to achieve your goals. There's always a beginning. Always a beginning. A lot of us, including myself, came from Hong Kong. I could not speak any English when I first came to this country. But don't worry, because if you're young, you can start learning. If you're old, you have the experiences to overcome. When you're at my age, need to find a new career, don't worry. We have less expectation from others. Find a reason to build your confidence. If you fail, don't worry. If you're young, you have time to improve. Time is on your side. So, if you fail 20 times, you know what? After that, your confidence continue to grow because, hey, you don't make the same mistake again. You only can improve. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? So, one of these days, after you try enough, or after you try hard enough, then your confidence will come to you. When you have confidence, you learn how to communicate with people. Because it's extremely important that you're able to communicate with your counterparts, with your partners, with your customers, with your boss. So, once you have your confidence, you learn how to communicate. When you learn how to communicate, your confidence is going to grow along with it. So they come in hand. Give yourself confidence. Because we all have a humble beginning. We can continue to learn. And when people see us keep trying, they're going to give us an opportunity. They give us a chance to improve ourselves. We all deserve a chance. So be confident. I know that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If Mr. Obama can do it, everybody else can do it. Am I correct about that? Yes, we can. So the second word about career, A. A, what we are talking about is adaptation. Adaptation. Using your tools. Whatever the tool that you might have. You might have very little tool. You might have a lot of tools. It doesn't matter. Each one of us have a tool. If you don't have no education, don't worry. You know why? You might have better common sense. You may have better strict sense. You may have better strict sense. Use what you already have. And let me tell you a story about a young man. Long time ago, this young man have an ex. He loved his ex. But he have no job. So where he went to this village, and the villagers told him that we have a forest. We may need your help. We may need your service. So he went to the forest and worked with this crew. And the first day, he was excited, he was energized, he used tool, and he was able to cut 8 trees. He was excited because the average of the whole group just only averaged 8 or 9 trees. So he was right with them in the very first day. He was excited. The second day, he worked hard. At the end of the day, he got another 8 trees cut. Wonderful. So he know that I can make a living. The third and the fourth and the fifth and sixth and seventh day, he kept working hard. But by the 17th day, he worked as he can. He only was able to cut 1 tree. Only 1 tree. He was so disappointed of himself. But then the boss comes to see him. He said, well, don't feel bad. I know you're good at what you do. You just need to sharpen your tool. Your axe have been used for all these 15, 16, 17 days. It became dulled. Let me help you to sharpen it. Then tomorrow you will have a better day. So, next day, after the axe was sharpened, then he was able to produce 16, 17 trees. How about that? So if you started with your energy and may not get to anywhere, don't worry. As long as you want to keep trying, you find your tool along the way. You're able to sharpen your tool along the way. It may be sooner, it may be later, but it will be never too late. There's always a beginning. There's always a goal out there that we can achieve if we want to continue moving forward by looking at our career and find our path. Okay? So the C means confidence. The A means adaptation. Now the third letter that we are looking at is responsibility. Responsibility. What's that mean? We need to take ownership of what we do. We need to take ownership with what we do. That is a very important part of responsibility. When we take responsibility at work, it means that we take ownership of what we do. We share with our work with other people. When they are right, fantastic, it's a teamwork. When they are wrong, don't point fingers. Take responsibility and find the source of the problem and fix and focus the solution. And don't point fingers and don't look back. Change from a big problem to a middle problem, and change the middle problem to a small problem, and then will be no problem. As long as you have the heart to take ownership with what you do, it makes your job easy. When you're taking responsibility of what you do, not only that you are able to help to enjoy a better career with your work, but it also making a better impact, more quality life in your career of life as well. And let me explain. Because a lot of us, myself included, when we were young, we spend money, we have a lot of credit cards, hey, you all see the commercial, right? What kind of card you have, all these rebates, all that. You spend the money, a lot of time that life is busy, so we don't pay our bill on time. A few years later, when we need to buy a car, instead of 0% financing or 2% financing, we end up paying 16, 17% financing. With that percentage on a $20,000 automobile, you're talking about $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 more interest that you had to pay. You can make more money than your neighbor, but you spend so much more on the thing that you don't have to spend. So be careful when you take responsibility. What you do early, you can save money, you can save time, and at the end of the day, you save headache. So you practice with responsibility. Take personal interest. Take ownership with what you do. When you do that, hey, you have a great outlook in your career. You got on a great path already, because people love to see people to take ownership whatever they do. If I'm the boss, I will hire you if you are responsible for the thing that you do. Okay? Now, so the next word that we are looking at is engagement. Be the first to act. People like that. Be the first to act. We all heard about the early bird gets all the worms. The early bird gets all the worms. Am I right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, why do we need to be the first to act? Because when you take initiative, you take leadership. When you take leadership, people noticed. By just saying good morning to someone else before they, raise their head and look at you, they appreciate it. Okay? When you take initiative, engaging the thing that you are doing, even just open a door for your colleagues or someone passing through, from the front door of the building. These kind of small things, that's engagement. If there's a job coming in, participate with it. That's engagement. The more that you get involved with, socialize-wise, or at work, you're going to benefit from it. The more you do, the more you learn, the more experience that you can earn. At the end of the day, by having the positive engagement at work, is going to benefit you. It's going to benefit you. Be the first to act. If there's a customers, if there's no other sales consultant want to get up and say hello, be the first to act. If there is a golden opportunity in front of you and nobody going to capture it, be the first to act. If you say, well, you know, this is something that nobody else want to do, why should I want to do it? It's kind of foolish to me, isn't it? Be the first to act. You know why? Because don't look at the service. For an example, if somebody come in and look at automobiles per se, oh, I'm just looking. I'm not interested. Oh, I'm a year away. Every salesman walks away. But you are the first to act and the last one to leave. You know what? You might be the last one laughing all the way to the bank, because you create your own opportunity, because you take initiative. You take the first initiative, which we call engagement. Unless you try. There's no answer to right or wrong, or no answer if you have the opportunity or not. You have to create your own opportunity without engaging. There's no opportunity out there for you. Be engaged. Be engaged. Be engaged. Okay? Now that is the E. The next E that we want to talk about is empowerment. Empowerment. First understand, then be understood. What's that mean? First understand, then be understood. If you work as a doctor, don't you think you need to listen to your patient and let them tell you what their problem is? Then you can evaluate them accordingly. If you are working in a restaurant as a waiter, would you like to listen to your customer tell you what food would they like to order? If you work in an office, would you like to listen to your boss and allow them to tell you what they want you to do for the rest of the day? If you have a customer coming through your store and looking for merchandise, would you like to listen to them? What product are you looking for? When you listen, you're in power of others. Now there's a little story I would like to share with you about empowerment. There was a secretary, a salesman, and a boss. Three of them, they went out for lunch. They were a little bit early, so they went to an antique shop. They saw this little old Chinese pot. So they all play with it, you know, and rub it and have fun with it. And all of a sudden that genie come out. He said, hey, hello, how you doing? Yeah, well, they all speak English. Well, this secretary said, I'm scared. He said, no, don't be. I just want to grant you free each a wish. Oh, okay. The secretary said, well, you know what? The lunchtime, I would like to go to one of the, you know, most outstanding cuisine restaurant, have a big meal with the wands and all that, and have fun with it. And make sure that I don't have to pay for it. Okay? Boom! Done. He's gone. Well, the salesman was excited. He said, well, it's my turn now. So he thought about it a little bit. Hey, you know, going out for lunch is good, but I don't want to stay in a restaurant. Hey, send me to Hawaii, you know, and I'm a sushi. You know, help me to massage, give me all the pina coladas and great food. Well, hey, you know, all the food I can enjoy. How's that sound? Oh, of course, Ginny said. Boom! He was gone too. Now, the boss turn. He looked at the genie and said, it sounds all fun, but just make sure you bring them all back after lunch to my office. That's his wish, right? So, my point is, if you listen first, let your boss do the talking, you may end up to Bahamas or wherever you want to go, Hawaii. But if you're the one first, at the end of the day, you're back where you were before. So, empowerment is important. When you listen to your customers, know exactly what they want. You don't want to sell them anything. Really, you don't. You want them to buy something from you that they love, that they need, that they want. Now, that is the difference in between a salesmanship and a sales consultantship. You say, well, sales consultant, you help them to get what they want. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? But if you want to be the best, if you are the best, you better allow the other people to speak their minds. Just like you want to be the best doctor, you want to save your client's time and money and pain, you better listen to the symptoms, their needs, their wants. And then you can express your professional opinion. So that's why you say, first understand, then be understood. In the beginning, you want to be the listener. Then you become a consulter or consultant. It's so important. Everybody have their wants, everybody have their needs, but without expressing it openly, repeatedly, it's very difficult for us, individuals, to understand what the other people really needs. So give them, empower them, so that we can help them. When you empower the other people, at the end of the day, they're empowering you. Because when they know that you are listening to them, they understand that you are there for them and help them. By doing so, you will become a better worker and server in your community and in your company. And it helps you to build your career on a fast track. On a fast track. The next letter that we talk about of career, C.A.R.E.E.R. is another R. That R is about relationship. Relationship, we have business relationship, we have personal relationship, but at work, we had workers' relationship. A lot of time, we are so disappointed because we try harder, do better, and then we feel like that we didn't get the promotion. We didn't get the salary increase. But someone else, they did less, they know less, but now they are my boss. Or they, got a salary increase twice as much as I did. You feel bitter. It's easy to feel bitter. When you're in a working environment, it's so tight, you're so much stressed, that it's easy to feel bitter. But my advice to you, ladies and gentlemen, and especially if you are young in the community and at work, don't feel no bitter. Just do better. Just do better. You don't understand what the consequences and why the other people is doing what they are doing, and you only can control your own destiny by doing the best that you can do for yourself, for your company, and for your family, and for your friends. Don't compare yourself with others. That can help you to strengthen your relationship with all the people around you. But when you start calculating, when you say, hey, I love my daughter so much, and I love my brother so much, and yet I never receive a birthday card from them. I called them 10 times before that. They called me once. When I come to work, I say hello to him 10 times. All he did is, and I do all the works for him, and even no thank you. I don't understand why. You don't have to understand why, ladies and gentlemen. Just do your share work. That's all that matters, right? Why look at the other people's face and let them influence your feeling? Why to react the other people's misbehavior and it ruin your day? It's our duty to keep ourselves happy. It's our duty to change them, hopefully, but never wrong to try, right? Because when we are able to create good and better relationship, it makes our life that much easier at work and at home. So continue to build your relationship with your family, friends, and your co-workers, even though it's hard, even though sometimes you feel it's unfair. But feel no bitter. Just do better. How's that sound to you, ladies and gentlemen, so far? Is it a good way to start your career? I hope so. adaptation. You do whatever you need to prepare yourself now. Sometimes we have to work in a restaurant, let other people to kick our, and smack us, to learn a little bit more, to learn how to communicate, right? To be adaptive, to learn. And start from the bottom is a good thing to do, because a lot of people that they started from a very humble beginning, they become extremely successful years down the road. We all have the same fair chances, because as long as we are willing to learn, we are able to improve each day. Each day, you remember? That's a strong statement. We can improve ourselves each day. How do you like that? So, and then we take responsibility and knowing what we are doing, and then we're going to engage and be the first there to say hello, to take on a job, take on a responsibility, and then we empower the others by empowering ourselves. We are empowering others by empowering ourselves, and vice versa. We're empowering ourselves by empowering others by listening. And we also conclude a career with great relationship building. Now, we also have a career path, remember? Career path. The path is passion. Passion. Learn to love your job. Learn to love your job. Ladies and gentlemen, when you love your job, you don't work a single day in life. We all know that, right? But when you say, I don't like what I do, if I work machinery, I get myself dirty. If I do car repair, that's not something I do. If I do hair cutting, that's tough job. If I do a car salesman, I have to knee on the ground and, change license plates. That's not what I want to do. I mean, you always have reason to not like your job. But regardless you like your job or not, you have to learn how to love it. You have to learn how to love it, ladies and gentlemen. How do you love your job? I don't care how you love your job. Just find a reason. Just find a reason to love your job, okay? Just please. Come to the worst scenario if you don't have no excuses to love your job. Just remembering one thing. At least I get paid for what I do. A lot of people don't have no job. That's a good reason, a great reason to love your job. Am I right or wrong about that? Now, if you do shoe polishing, you may not like that, okay? Shoe polishing is a very simple job. I don't make a good living of doing it. But you know what? The shoe looks so bad after you polish it, it looks so good. Do you have self-satisfaction, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have self-satisfaction? I do. Hey, that's a pair of shoes looks so lousy after you polish it. It looks great, man. Whoa. That's charming. That's skill. Don't you feel satisfaction? On the other hand, if you sell something, you know what the customer wants, food-wise. Hey, do you like, egg roll? No, I don't like egg roll. Oh, you don't? How about chicken wing? Okay, chicken wing. Well, after they eat the chicken wing, hey, what do you think? Oh, delicious. So good. You know what? Hey, you make a suggestion. They like it. After they like the food that you recommended, you know what's good, and you see them happy. Don't you feel happy? Don't you feel happy? When you feel happy, learn how to love your job then, okay? Put your customer with the right merchandise. That would keep them happy. Fair pricing, of course, right? But put them owning what they want. When they're happy, you're happy, right? So regardless how much money you make today or tomorrow or yesterday, it doesn't really matter. Because when you love your job, when you love your work with passion, the money will come to you. Because happy customer love to see you again. So if you love your job with passion, you have happy customers. When you have happy customers, you have money. At the end of the day, you can earn your keeps with your career. Now, the next word that we would like to talk about out of passion is attitude. Attitude. Positive outlook opens opportunity. We all have problems, do we not? My son was sick, I lost my job, I just found a new one. I lost my home, economy bad. You know, the stock market was not so good, not too kind to me. You know, I don't know what's going on with my health. I have to go see doctor next week. You know, what else has gone wrong? Oh, anything can gone wrong, went wrong. I'm helpless. But you know what? When you get up in the morning, you have a new day, a new challenge. You got free air, right? Take a deep breath in the morning. Forget what happened yesterday already. I know it was hard, but we got free air. We got free oxygen. You better pay for the oxygen. You probably don't want to get up anyway. But you got it for free, so you get up. Get up, get up, get up. Get up and just move on. Leave the problem at home. When you get to work, you have to be at work. You want to be productive, not just for yourself, but for your company, but also for your clients. When you have better outlook in life, you have better opportunity. I know life is hard sometimes, okay? You know, sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm so choking, I cannot live, I cannot breathe, you know. I understand. But you must keep a positive attitude, knowing today can be a better day. You strive to find a reason to get it better. And you ask yourself, what can I do today to make my life better tomorrow? Then you do it. Then you do it. You think about it, then you do it. What can I do today can make my life better tomorrow? Sitting home and doing nothing, and crying, that's not productive. Get back to work. After you go back to work, forget the problem at home. Don't bring your problem from one place to the other place, regardless of the places. Don't let your trouble, don't let your feeling burn our control. We have to separate each issue individually so that you can feel that you have the energy to conquer your work for that day and be productive and be a leader and be a leader, okay? Each day and each day. Sometimes people say, you know, you just act to be happy. You just act to be working hard. You're not who you are. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? If you work and work hard every day the way that you have been practicing and believe in yourself, you know what? That acting is you. You have become him. You have become her. You become happier. You become more productive. Then your career is going to be blossom. You may lose everything. You may not have good health. But if you continue to marching forward, you are able to get better opportunity with better outlook in life. When you're energized, when you see the doctor, you tell him what was wrong, they're going to fix you up. They're going to fix you up. One way or the other, right? Come to the worst, you know, so what? Right? So if you do productive work, you got a paycheck next week to pay for your problem last week, right? So why give up? Why not having a better outlook in life? Okay? So attitude is important. That is an important part of your career path. Now that's A. Now what's the next one? The next one is teamwork. Teamwork. Get the job done first. Credit last. Or criticizing last, whatever it is. Teamwork. When teamwork succeed, you benefit. When teamwork succeed, you benefit because you are the team member. If the team is the company, if the company makes $1 trillion this year, don't you think you get benefit off from it? Even though you just work as a, you know, cleaner or maybe, you know, janitor, whatever. But don't you think you get better benefit? Or maybe don't you think that your job is secure if you are able to contribute your work with your duty and your company make money and keep your customer happy? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? I think teamwork is important. When a team becomes successful, you are a part of it. You find success. You find happiness. You find you're going to be rewarded. Now, a lot of people point fingers and say, well, you know, teamwork does not benefit me. Or, what's wrong? Let me tell you a story. Years ago, when I was a youth, when I was a young boy, I heard about this. It's not a joke now, this is a true story. That there's a huge company that their top level executives is on the 46th floor. And one day, for whatever reason, that the water pump was not able to get the water to the 46th floor. So one of the guys thought that he was smart. So he tried to adjust the water pressure so that the water can get up to the 46th floor. But that mission was failed. He ran away from the bathroom and closed the door and said nothing. Because now the water was flooding all over the 46th floor. The pressure was able to justify and come up from the ground, get to the 46th floor, and without stopping. Well, that's not a good news. You know what? The water is going to damage the office, mechanicals, all the engineering, all the computers. It's scary, isn't it? But when you're not able to stop the water, what do? Well, the first one comes in to see the problem is the secretary. You say, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? She ran around and tell the boss of the floor. The boss say, who did this? Who did this? Let me go find that man. After talking to 40 people, 2 hours later, that man came out and said, I'm so sorry, boss. It was my fault because there was no water coming out and I just tried to do what I thought was right, but I was wrong. But you know what? After 2 hours, the flooding is not on 46th floor. It's on all 46 floors. All 46 floors. The point of the story is teamwork. Teamwork means work as a team, not pointing fingers. Who did this and who did that? What does it matter? If I'm the boss, if someone under my care and my direction make a mistake, should I point finger to him or her? It's my responsibility as well. So if you work for a company, if you make a mistake, come forward looking for a solution, quickly, responsibly, and react as quick as you can. Call a plumber, right? Immediately, call somebody. Call downstairs, shut off the valve, right? Do something. But when you have the teamwork mentality, when you are the boss, instead of looking for who did this and what happened and wasting your time and not looking for the solution, try to find a problem and not knowing what you're doing next, is not a teamwork mentality. When you have a teamwork mentality, we can conquer our obstacles. When we work as a team, we know we don't need to take credits. We don't need to point fingers. Just get the job done. Focus, 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 and find a solution. And that is the way that we can continue to have a happy, successful career path. That is important, isn't it? P-A-T, teamwork, right? So next letter is H. H, we are talking about hard work. Now, that's something that I cannot do for you. That's something that I cannot do for you. You have to do it for yourself. When you work hard, you have a purpose. You have to look ahead, you have to get ahead, and you have to stay ahead. When you work hard, you have a goal. When you look ahead, when you get ahead, when you stay ahead by working hard. By working hard. It's as simple as possible. We continue to improve ourselves, right? Yes. Continue to improve every day. So when we were able to improve ourselves, we continue to work hard, we can get there together. That's an easy path, isn't it? So the simplest thing is what? Work hard. But before we get there, we have to have confidence. Go back to the same acronym. Build your confidence. Give a possibility a try. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. The second thing is adaptation. Try to adapt to your environment. Learn from the base. Learn from the basic. Start it from the beginning. Whatever it is, washing dishes, waitressing, selling, learn the communication skills, prepare yourself so that when you find a career, when you get ready, you can take yourself to the next level with responsibility. When you take responsibility, you take ownership of what you do. Then you'll be the first one to act and the first one to engage with your customers, with your job opportunities, and with your bosses, your workers. Just get engaged. And the next one is to empowerment. First to understand and then be understood. So listen to them. Listen to their needs. Then you can offer your consensus and your knowledge to assist each other to accomplish their goals. When your customer or your boss able to achieve their goals, then your goal is also achieved. Believe me in that. The next one is relationship. Do no better, just do better. Find a way to continue to build relationship in a positive way. Don't feel no better, just do better. I know it's hard. We all come through the same thing, but just find a balance, okay? When we try hard enough, it will come easy. Just remember that. And then passion. Learn how to love your job. When you work with passion, you don't work a single day in life. The next one is attitude. Past outlooks open opportunities. So leave your problem at home, continue to work hard, have a better outlook. Today is a better day. And do something today to make tomorrow a better day as well. And remembering teamwork, when a team has become successful, you will become successful. You will become successful when a team is going to be successful. And the next word is hard work. Many people ask me, what is success mean to you, Mr. Chin? What is success means to you? After 40 years in the business world, I had helped and create many jobs and helped many young people to achieve their better future. I don't call that a success. I don't call nothing as a success. Success is a word that's like a carrot. It's out there for us to reach. It's out there for us to chase. It's about satisfaction. When you feel satisfied with what you do, you are successful. Because after you become successful with what you do, the new assignment will come. Am I right? After you are able to achieve your goal, became successful, perfected your work, if there's anything we call perfection, that's a new project. It's a new beginning. We have to start it all over again. We put that success aside. We start it all over again from the beginning, from a humble beginning. We need to learn more about a new thing. Maybe a new career, new path, whatever, new project. So, be happy with what you do. Be happy with what your success and your career path. Whatever you choose, don't look back and say, what if? What if? What could I have done different? Because at the time you make your decision, is the time that you think that decision is the best for you, for your family, for your friends, for your future. There's many, many technical works available in this world. Just take your time, ladies and gentlemen, and look for your path with confidence. Prepare yourself, even though you work in a restaurant first, and learn to be kicked by others, and learn your communication skill by talking to your customers, or starting working in a grocery store as a bagger, or even shoe shiner, hair cutter. Don't worry. Each thing that you do is allowing you to become a little bit more mature each day. As long as you can continue to improve yourself each day, you will become stronger, stronger, and stronger, and better, better, and better. With that in mind, there's no failures in life. We all can achieve our goals. We all can find joy and happiness in life. We always can have a career path on your side. Thank you so much. In the meantime, I wish you all will have a great evening and living a happy life. Thank you so much. Good night.